All right, orientation week is off and running. Super psyched to have you here. A week from today, we will dive in to the actual program. So, take a good look at your current physique because you will never see it again. This week, we're going to take it slow. We're going to just take some baby steps going through the onboarding document. We're just going to hit every major pillar hard. Make sure that we have those dialed in before we get going because once we get going, it's going to move fast. It'll be easy to pick up. None of it's very complicated whatsoever. There's just some lifestyle habits that I want to kind of instill gradually, just so it's not overwhelm you. But it really won't be that much. There's only a few tasks in the calendar every single day. Those pretty much just being the warm up, whatever cardio I prescribe, and the exercise itself, and then just the nutrition aspect. And so today we're only going to talk about nutrition and check-ins. Starting with nutrition, there will be a custom meal plan for you around the calories that I will prescribe you. That'll be in the app, and you can download that. And so for that, I just want you to follow that meal plan for the first month to a T. There's a few options for every single meal that will give you a little bit of variety. And if you want to, you can start getting into MyFitnessPal. I'd like to have that downloaded ASAP and start tracking these meals so that you kind of see how to track them as far as grams and cups and all of the various measuring and weights. And that'll be pretty simple. I'd like you to get a food scale as well. That'll really help and ultimately something you'll use down the road. And we'll get more into tracking macros and calories after the first month. But first off, we just see what your body responds to when we do the same thing consistently. And that is how we get your metabolism optimized and how we start telling your body, hey, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna grow or you're gonna lean, whatever our goal is. That is how you start seeing those changes. And so the biggest thing that is going to ensure that those happen are the check-ins, which are every Sunday. For those, I just want you to set the same time every single Sunday before you have had anything to eat or drink. You're going to set your driest and truest fitness. Take a front, side, and back photo. Just set up a timer on your phone. And this photo will be from roughly the waist up. And that'll just show us what little changes, if any, need to be made. Because this program, while the science and the strategies are pretty airtight, we do need to make them work for you, and there will be little changes that your body will necessitate, and that's fine. And those are things that we'll be able to teach and kind of learn about ourselves in doing so. Another thing on the check-ins is the check-in form. Now, all of these are listed as tasks on your calendar, and so you just click on them, and they'll take you exactly where you need to go. So communication is going to be key. If you're missing workouts, if you are not hitting calories right, it's all good. Don't worry about it. We'll just dial it in further the next week, and usually that means something needs to change on my end. So the more information I have, the better. This is your program. Have fun with it. This week, we're just going to do a little more tasks every single day. Today, all I want you to do is upload that first round of photos, and if you haven't already, and weight, and start tracking calories according to the meal plan, or even just track what you ate today. Download MyFitnessPal, play around with that. You can go custom set the calorie goal by going into goals and in the goals and habits tab of the MyFitnessPal app. And then you can just plug in the exact number of calories that I put in. And that part will pretty much just be self-explanatory. It just takes a process. It'll get so easy as well. Like a couple days, it's like, wow, this is, a lot to plug in, but it also remembers your meals. And so ultimately utilizing it, you can plan out your entire next day in 5 minutes after just a little bit of practice with this. So go play around on MyFitnessPal, plug in what you ate today, plug in the meal plan, do a little bit of shopping if you need to. We'll hit that harder next week as well, but the more we can do this week, the better. A few supplements that might do you well are a protein, a creatine, and a multivitamin. Those I recommend for anyone doing any kind of strenuous lifting, just because you are stripping your body of nutrients and water. If you want to go deeper than that, a pre-workout and a amino acid supplement are great. We'll do another video entirely on supplements, and so that will be a little more in depth. But if you need to go hit the stores, there's your shopping list. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for tomorrow, and let's get this.